Alright, this is about the 20th time I've tried this. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use Highrise. Some possibilities. Let's go to the welcome screen. Highrise is the sister product to Basecamp. It's going to let us actually keep track of all the contacts we are using for Fleet ISA. Smart Car Technologies, for instance, Barvin, the people in the policy area, anyone that's involved with this project, we can keep track of everyone in here. So, contacts. We have a list of some that I've put in already. You can see if I go into George Germanos, it's going to tell me that George is the Director of Smart Car Technologies. And I've already got a note on there. George just rang to discuss the report formats for Fleet ISA. He didn't, but I put that in there anyway. So that's one aspect of this. If you go back to contacts, it will also have listed Smart Car Technologies in the list. And you'll see the icon's different. It's got the building organisation logo in the list. Now the other element to this that's important is cases. We can use cases as a way of categorising these, the mini projects within the project. And if we mirror the product breakdown structure, we can use driver reports group, vehicle booking system group, etc., as a way of breaking these up. So I'll just show you what I've got so far for the vehicle booking system group case. I've got a whole bunch that I've got in here. So you can see down here on the 21st September, I've just fabricated the fact that I've met with Barvin to review the vehicle booking system. That was a note. Now, this is an email that I forwarded in. That was from Barvin about needing to get formalisation from John, etc., etc. And it goes in date order, most recent at the top. So if I want to add a note, I might like to say, rang Barvin this afternoon to formalise his working arrangement. I can also, if I've done this at a different time to when it's actually happening, I can change the date. I might have actually done that 2 days ago. And then add this note. So that will show up down on the 20th. Now, I can file that. It's already in Vehicle Booking System because we're seeing it under the Vehicle Booking System case. So I can add things manually, but these emails that you see I actually added by sending them to here. So if I want to show you how to do that, you'll see up here, add an email to this case, and there's a Dropbox address. So I'll just copy that, go over here, and then I'll forward the last email from Barvin about the vehicle booking system, and I'll just change this so we can identify it easily. Now, what we first want to do is go to this address, and then the quirk is it's going to need FW : in order for Highrise to acknowledge this in attaching it when it arrives. And something I think is particular to the RTA system that we're using is, unfortunately, it says from : Patel Barvin B. What we need to have there is actually his email address. So with those two things in place, I can send, and hopefully in not too short a time, it will show up. So if I want to go, let's just check latest activity, for instance. Test for demo, that was pretty fast. So we can see here it's an email attached to Barvin's contact. It's associated with case vehicle booking system group test for demo. If I want to go have a look at it, I can see the whole content of the email, and I can even comment on it, which is a very groovy thing when we're sharing information. Actually, I might put a comment. Comment about Barvin email. Now, if I add this comment, my guess is it'll show up in the latest activity. I haven't tested that bit up before. I hadn't noticed it. Latest activity. Yeah, comment about Barvin's email. So there we go. So I can either look at it under Barvin or I can look up at it under cases. Now, the other way to forward emails to from the get-go is so I'm not double handling the email. If I'm doing the email and I know it's got to attach to that particular case, I can BCC it and it should go and do the same thing. which is really cool. Now, you can also add things without necessarily associating them to a case. That automatically associated with Barvin and the case because I use that particular Dropbox address. If I go up under My Info and Account Settings, it'll give a whole list of addresses. So you can actually just forward or BCC to a contact only, and that's the address that you would use in that case. So that's that really. Not much more to say, I don't think. Oh, the other thing that's quite cool is tasks. So I know that I need to set up a meeting. New task. Meet with Barvin and Sanjeev. We'll set the date as next Thursday at 10 a.m. Who's responsible? Choose a category. Meeting. Add task. Yeah, I've already done it once before. There we go, and I also had a follow-up there. So there's a bunch of tasks. So go to the latest activity button. It should show everything. So I think this has got quite a lot of potential. I'm quite excited. It's much sexier than the Access database I wrote last year. Now, I'm assuming I know what we can do. There might be some customizable element where we can add in Jira issue numbers. Now, the other cool thing is we can get RSS feeds from these as well, so we can be keeping an update on what everyone's doing, which is a really nice way of staying across the project. So that's that. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.